Stacy. Spotlight! This month we're talking all about education. And if you don't know, we're going to have a career expo at our church on November the 14th. So make sure that you stay tuned in for that. So for today's episode, we have a very special guest. And you probably saw him at our last video. He's our producer and a very close friend. And it's Edlin Cruz. So Edlin Cruz, this is him.
Hi.
So today we're going to ask you some questions so the rest of the people can know your career journey and how did you get where you are right now. So first off, when did you graduate? What high school did you graduate? And what do you think helped you graduate?
Okay, first of all, I went to El6 Elite High School. I graduated in 2006. And then
So, being in LSIC, and I know that LSIC is a very large, really, big school in numbers. There's a lot of students there. What do you think made you actually push forth? Were the teachers, did somebody influence you to actually finish your goal in graduating?
unfortunately, no. But I don't remember.
Sorry, LSIC teachers.
I'm being honest. Honestly, I was not getting the assistance that I needed to be motivated to pursue a career, but that needed to come within me.
So it's just basically just you, and I guess we can say God mainly. He was your motivator.
Exactly. I was just having that, just having that personal relationship with God and knowing that you needed to make a change. That's the most important motivator that you will have. It's not supposed to come from somebody else, from your parents or your teachers or your counselors. It needs to come within you and that personal relationship with God.
Okay, nice. And a lot of our students, a lot of our teenagers, including myself, we don't have that motivating support team, I guess you can say, like you said, teachers or parents, and we look for that. So let's continue. So back to your college years. You said that you were 2 years in HCC before you moved into U of H. So why do you think that students or teenagers don't know what they want to go into school for? For example, I have my niece. She just graduated from high school. She's taking her basics in HCC, but she still doesn't know what she wants to be as in career-wise. So what do you think would actually help the students make the decision?
One of the things that help you a lot and kind of make up your mind on what you want to study is to find for a special programs in different fields. Like one of the things that really helped me out or make up my mind, on what I wanted to study was this summer discovery program from the College of Architecture at University of Houston. I decided to take the 5-week program, during the summer, and it's basically, a taste of what you will be experienced if you decided to go into architecture.
So basically, you think, or a good tip will be if they write down what specialties they want to do, like let's say medical, law, architecture, or anything like that, and see if the school offers different programs according to those fields?
Exactly. Yeah, they can find out about internships. Finding internships in clinics if you want to go for medical, finding internships in architecture firms if they want to go for architecture or engineering firms. Finding internships. There's a lot of companies that would love to have recent graduate students as interns in their companies to see if that's the field that they want to pursue. So in my opinion, that's the best way to find out what you want to do. Find internships in fields that you're interested in. If it's medical or engineering or architecture or whatever, contact university, talk to your counselors if they know of anybody offering internships.
Wow, I never knew that you could do that. That is really, really helpful. I think that's a very, very helpful tip. Especially for the people who haven't decided what you want to do as in career-wise. There you go. You can just speak to your university, see what programs are out there for you, and then that can help you make a decision. So for right now, before we continue with Edlin and our interview and asking all these questions, let's just go ahead and go on to this next break.
Good morning, Abraham.
Hi, Miss.
Good morning to you too. Good morning. Okay, guys. Today we're doing a survey about asking questions about your future, and they're gonna ask you questions about your college and what do you think about your future. So, Elizabeth, can you come up here and pass out the papers? You may now begin your survey.
What?
I don't know what's right.
Girl, me neither. But that's why I'm going to CCMT Expo 2015.
What's that?
It stands for Centro Cristiano Montermon Expedition 2015. They're having all these colleges and universities come and give us all these type of amazing information.
Really? When and where?
The address, I think it is 8811 Seneca Road, and it's gonna happen November 14th, 2015, and it's gonna be like from 10 in the morning all the way to 4 in the afternoon.
Can I invite friends?
Girl, like you can invite anybody you want. You can invite dad, mom, cousin, uncle, cousin, cat, pet, rock. You can invite anybody.
So we're back again with Edling, and we're ready to move on to the next questions. So Edling, let's talk about now career-wise. You already chosen your career, which was architecture. So how was your experience with U of H? How many years were you there? Did they help you? What programs did you go to? Who did you talk to? Were your counselors helpful? And everything like that. Just give me your experience.
So once you have set up your mind on what you want to study, everything is so much easier
After that.
because you're already specialized in you're already set in a specific career. So there's so many resources within that college. For example, for me, architecture. Once you go to the College of Architecture, everything is about architecture. The counselors are specialized to guide you through the architecture program. All the professors in the university are 90% of them are practicing architects.
Wow.
So if you have any questions about the field, that's the
That's
time
the
you can
place.
bump with people
Yeah.
in the hallway and ask them, well, how do you feel about your career? What do you think? Should I go into? And then, and all those questions, you can have people available to help you every step of the way. But yeah, once you have set up your mind and you know what you want to study, everything else is so much easier from there because you have so many resources available for you. There are specific scholarships that are specifically for specific programs. There's scholarship for doctors, a scholarship for engineers, a scholarship for architects that you can start applying for those. If you're thinking about pursuing that specific career.
So you went into U of H with a scholarship, or with any,
Well,
or
mainly,
financial aid, or?
yes, financial aid is the easiest way to get free money.
Okay, we like that, free
Yes.
money.
Free money is what you want to go for at the beginning. If you apply for FAFSA, which is the federal government money, you have to submit an application every year.
Okay.
And every year they will let you know how much money they're willing to give you in grants and how much money they're willing to give you in loans or work study.
Okay.
And depending on what you need is how much money you need. That's how you will accept those offers. The one thing that I would recommend is to avoid at all costs at the beginning to get into loans. If you don't need the money, don't get loans early on in your career.
Okay.
At all costs. Try to accept only grants because grants are free money basically. If you accept those, you don't have to repay those at the end of your career. The only requirements are that you have to maintain a certain level of
Grades?
academic performance,
Okay.
which is basically to pass your classes with a C or above. and maintain a GPA or of depending on the university, it's usually 3.0 or higher.
Or higher. Okay, nice. So how many years were you at U of H and when did you graduate?
Okay, so that also depends on what career you want to study.
Okay.
For architects, the bachelor's is a 5-year program.
So you went 5 years?
Yes. So you
Nice.
it doesn't matter how many years you did in community college. If you, let's say you did 2 years to work on your basics and then you decided to go into architecture, you still have to do 5 years in the University of Houston because the state requires you to be 5 years in the architecture program.
Wow.
So in total, I did 7 years.
7 years, wow.
Yes.
It may seem a lot, but I remember I've been knowing Edling for quite some time now, and it seemed like you just started architecture, and now you've graduated. You've been graduated, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I graduated in 2013, so yeah, 2 years.
And then, when you say 7 years in school, that seems a lot, but in reality, it hasn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a lot.
Yeah.
It seems that you just started, and here you are. Now you ended, and now you have a career,
Yes.
and now you're an architect.
Exactly.
And when you graduated, how long did it take you to find a job
Well,
in your field?
in my field, I was really blessed to have connections. Let's say it that way.
Have connections, people.
Exactly. In
Have
architecture,
connections.
if you want to be successful, you have to be social and you have to have connections because people
I mean,
will
in
get you
anything,
places.
I think, right? Not
Yes.
just architecture, maybe just in anything. You need to
Yes.
have connections, be social, be friendly.
Exactly.
Have
Make a lot of friends. Make a lot of friends. And that's why I will recommend people not to burn their bridges because they
True.
will help you. You never know, who's going to be that person that God is going to use to take you to the next level.
You're
So
absolutely
in
right.
my case, it was one of my former professors that he was a principal at Gensler, which is one of the largest architecture firms in the world. And
Wow.
he was invited in my last presentation when I was presenting my thesis, and he loved my project because he happened to be working in a project that was dealing with birds and bird facades and safety and things like that. And that was my thesis all about how to design safe building for birds. So he asked me for some information that I have in my project. I sent it to him, and he replied back with a job offer.
Wow.
So, and I immediately
That's
replied
amazing.
back and accepted the offer, and now here I am. I've been working with Gensler for 2.5 years now, and it has been a wonderful journey so far.
That's really nice. So I guess it is true. Just don't burn your bridges, especially with your teachers. Maybe you're still in high school, maybe you're in college, and maybe there's a teacher that really annoys you, or it's not acting right. You think that they're not
Yes.
acting right, or maybe they're just being really annoying, really whatever the words you want to call them. And maybe you should just chill, just maybe think that maybe that person is the person that God will use in the future to actually open doors for you and help you out in any type of way, like in your situation. That professor, what if you were rude to that professor?
Yeah, it was not gonna.
Then you wouldn't have this job that you have now. So we can wrap this up, and this interview has been a pleasure to have you here and explain all of your career journey. What do you think in 60 seconds? What do you think that you can tell our young people out there that are watching and their parents or teachers, maybe that they're looking at us and seeing this? I know we're having a career expo, but
Yes.
you're actually one of the people that are organizing it.
Mhm.
What do you think is going to be a helpful tip for them, or what do you want to tell them in 60 seconds that can actually change their way of thinking or change their life right now?
Right. Well, my most, valuable tip for them would be to take charge of their life and their future. Don't wait for your mom or your dad or your friend or your professor to come and take you to that next level or help you out to get what you want. Because in life, everybody is on its own, whatever. Everybody's looking after their own selves. So you have to be proactive about your future. You have to ask questions. That's one of the most important things when you graduate from high school. You have to ask questions. Ask questions about everything, even if you think they're dumb questions.
Exactly.
And, don't ever assume anything. Ask questions. Make sure that the information that you have is correct and relevant, and take charge. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Take charge of your life. And
Well, that was some great advice. I hope that you guys take his advice. He has been, like he said, in this journey for 7 years. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope that you stay tuned for more videos. And you are more than welcome to come to our Career Expo on November the 14th. The information of that Career Expo is going to be down in the description box. So for now, bye!
bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're very glad we received a lot of response for our first YouTube channel. We're very excited about this. We just want to inform you to don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Just go to JC Spotlight Facebook, JC Spotlight Instagram, and JC Spotlight Snapchat. So we hope you keep tuning in to JC Spotlight with all these new videos coming up to give the glory to God. Have a blessed day and God bless you.